Thank you to our sponsors, Venture X, Basement Poetry, and That Special Day. Because of you, we're able to highlight the Lehigh Valley in style. The views, opinions, and statements expressed in this episode are solely those of the individual guests and do not reflect the views, beliefs, or opinions of Valley Voices, its host, or its partners. Valley Voices does not endorse or assume responsibility for any political, religious, social, or other viewpoints expressed. All content is provided for informational and storytelling purposes only. Listener and viewer discretion is advised. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Valley Voices. Very excited to talk to my guest today, MAGNUS MATEO. MAGNUS is a gender fluid, neurodivergent poet, event organizer, performer. In addition to their debut chapbook, She's Jealous of My Purple Sky, MAGNUS has been published in several literary magazines and poetry anthologies. When he's not writing or performing, MAGNUS is the main host and event organizer of Noble Quills in Easton and of the Ice House Literary Arts Committee in Bethlehem. All right, everybody, we got MAGNUS MATEO in the building.
Thank you for having me.
Talented, fabulous, amazing, organizer, poet, everything all in one. I think we should cheers mics.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that wonderful intro. Thank you for this warm welcome.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming in. You're amazing. And we met, I believe, at Inkwell. Am I right there?
Yes, I believe that's the first time we ever saw each other in person, which is wonderful because that's an incredible space. I'm sure you can agree.
Crazy. I mean, shout outs to Kyle, right?
Yes.
Kyle. Oh, I'm blanking on his wife's name right now.
Gabby.
Thank you. Yes. Kyle and Gabby, shout outs to you guys. Inkwell is amazing. Always have something going on there. And I believe we met at a poetry open mic night.
Yes. Spilled Ink is the monthly spoken word open mic night that happens every last Wednesdays over at Inkwell. Follow up, keep up on all the events that are happening
Which you sometimes host.
I have hosted once, and it was a wonderful experience.
You weren't hosting that night.
No,
but
no.
You were in the building.
Yes.
And that's when I saw you perform for the first time.
Your thoughts?
Well, you shook the room. You shook the room. It wasn't the poem where you screamed. I don't think it was the poem where you screamed.
No, that wasn't written yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, it was still bubbling.
Yeah.
Right. But the poem that you did, I remember everybody, first of all, the room was silent. It always is, out of respect for, you respect the stage, respect the mic. But everybody was particularly tuned into what you were saying. It was a political poem and you went in. It was a moment where I knew you were just letting out the frustration that you were feeling with the current administration.
Yes.
The trend of how things have been going. It wasn't just a poem about the moment. It was a poem about, how things have been going for the past maybe year or two, I think.
Oh, just the experience overall. Because there's a lot that comes with being marginalized in so many different categories, especially in this time. And I am fed up, and the best way for me to explore feelings like this without letting it eat me up is through spoken word and is through poetry.
Yes. I'm just glad that you have this too, because it's something for us to also, we're doing it right there with you when you are performing or when we're reading your poetry. It's a cathartic experience for all of us, because maybe not everyone is that exact same identity, but we're still experiencing the same things, or we have family members, friends that are in the same boat. So thank you for bringing it to the stage, Yeah, because it's a whole experience. If you haven't seen MAGNUS perform yet in person, go check their Instagram right now so you can see where they're going to be next, because it's truly an experience. But that's just part of what you do, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're not just a poet, not just a performer, but also you're an organizer in the poetry space, but you've also brought in different musicians and things like that. That's something that's newer for you, though, right?
So I'm not as in tune with the music scene of the Lehigh Valley, but I definitely want to be. I want to have the spaces that I host be open to all creative aspects, not just poetry, but poetry has my heart.
Of course. I mean, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
R&B, what is it? Rap. Also, it was called rhythm and
Blues.
Rhythm and poetry.
Oh, yes.
That's the basis of it. Have you ever, be honest with me, have you ever written a rap? No? Never even started to rhyme a little bit?
I mean, I've written rhyming poems, but I've never pursued rapping. That's
Nah.
I can't fall over.
Do you freestyle?
No.
All right.
I will say though, I can churn out a poem pretty quickly.
Okay.
But freestyling on the spot,
yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your writing practice? Like, do you write every day?
Oh, I usually just wait until the inspiration strikes. I try not to force the writing.
Yeah.
But if I find myself in a rut, I will go back to writing prompts, try to get inspired by other ideas instead of just trying to tap into what may be a burnt out brain.
I'm burnt out as hell lately. I mean, it just doesn't stop. But I found that most of the time I just need a nap. Either that or a good silent snack also. You don't always have to couple a snack with watching something or listening to something. That has introduced some silence into my day. Much needed silence.
Wow.
What's up?
Better than I am.
What? Are you go, go, go?
Oh, it's in my nature. I'm very go, go, go.
Too fast, you furious here?
I also just I don't know. Even in my moments of quiet, it's never really quiet. Up here, going.
Yeah, the life of a creative, though, right? There's always ideas, something to take from this realm and put it into this realm.
Yeah.
Do you find that your environment influences what comes out of you at a moment?
Yes. So I am quite reactionary, but I also want to honor that I'm not just a person that things happen to. I'm dynamic. There's a lot going on than just what's happening around me or what's happening to me. But I think it's good to strike that balance to build the image for the audience.
I'm rapid firing right now because this is just me. I have so many questions and I find it fascinating talking with creatives. I always have. But I want everybody, because this is not my first time meeting you. However, we're meeting Magnus right now. And so I want to talk about your story. We already established time travel with me, that Magnus has been writing for since 8 years old. So that is over a decade, we can safely say.
Almost 2 at this point. My birthday's coming up.
Oh, ooh, put that Amazon list out there. Better get them their presents.
Give me my flowers. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. 2 decades of writing. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Going crazy about your birthday. Wait, where was I? I want to talk about your story because you say you're from the Lehigh Valley, born and raised?
No, I was originally born and raised in the Bronx, New York. I moved out to the Lehigh Valley back in 2009, right before 7th grade would start for me.
Okay.
So I got to experience my adolescence and current adulthood in the Valley. So
yeah,
all right. Most can say I'm been living here much longer than I have in the place that I was born.
How would you describe it, or what has your experience been like living here as a gender fluid person? Yeah. Tell me.
I will say growing up, at least through my schooling years, I didn't really embrace who I fully was for a number of reasons. Ridicule, things at home, all that jazz. We don't have to dive into that. You can read my book
There you go. Plug that book. Plug that book.
More on that later, though. So
we're gonna get more.
I just appreciate how my adulthood has folded out in the Lehigh Valley, because even among all the negative things that could happen through anyone's life, I have found lifelong friendships, lifelong love. And
show that ring off.
Yes.
Look at that ring. Look at that rock. That's love right there.
I cannot wait.
Look at the smile.
And I've also just found a community that is worth investing in and seeing the like payout, even though like that's not what I'm in it for.
Oh, no.
But knowing that I have such a decent reputation across
the humility, decent, fine. Come on now. This person is, like you said, dynamic. I mean, everybody knows Magnus in the Lehigh Valley. Let's be clear. Big name.
Thank you. I try not to get a big head about it because, you know, I will get a big head about it.
You can go back and forth. It's okay. Like, you're not big headed on stage, but you can be like, yeah, I know I'm the shit. I know why you come back.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
I let the dedication of my work and effort show the love that I have for this community. And I think it really shows in the way that I host, in the way that I try to tailor different events that will hit the mark on like mental health aspects, supporting the local arts, supporting just local business in general. Because like,
you're always partnering, you're always networking with them. Not to cut you off, I'm just saying that's what you do.
It's one of my favorite things, quite honestly. I love connecting with people. I really am like the epitome of a people person, but not a people pleaser. I am healing that.
Yeah.
Healing that.
We don't want to be people pleasers. No.
But I love people.
Yeah. Who are some of we already know Noble Quills. I know Noble Quills.
Yes.
Well,
for the folks at home who don't already know what Noble Quills is, that is the creative arts event series that I organize and co-host over at Book and Puppet in Easton. We run 4 times a month. You can find out our schedule and the details of our events on Instagram at Noble Quills. And, you know, if you have any other questions, let me know.
You're a voice actor too. I mean, that was straight out of Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr. even. I can see that. Is Nick Jr. a thing anymore?
I don't know. I don't keep
so sad if it isn't.
With October upon us, we are celebrating our 3rd year anniversary of Noble Quills being an event series in the Easton Bethlehem area.
3 years?
Yes, that is being celebrated Saturday, October 25th. We start at 6:30. Costumes, of course, are encouraged.
Who are you going as?
Oh, so I will be one of the featured poets along with the 3 other hosts, and we collectively will be arriving as the Brats.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. I can't wait to see this. Now, I didn't see the Bratz movie, but I'm aware of the movement that it is.
Yes.
That's awesome. Whose idea was that?
So it was decided by our host, Jake. We were all trying to just be like, what could we collectively come as 4 people? And he was like, what about Brats? And we all jumped at the idea.
Growing up in Lehigh Valley, it was, you said, kind of difficult coming up and coming into your identity as a gender fluid person.
Yes.
Did you kind of like try different titles before that? You want to talk about, are you open to talk about that?
So I will say it started like step by step. I first came to terms with like my sexuality, which started off as just identifying as bisexual. And that's always been like my truth. It took me a while to embrace it.
Yeah.
And then like with years to come, with the people that I've met, with the connections that I had and still have, I learned along the way that like gender is a wide spectrum, and I feel like I've always been really tapped into it, but like not allowing myself that joy. Because like at the end of the day, everyone experiences the trans experience differently. I personally don't experience dysphoria, but the euphoria that I feel in playing around with gender expression, embracing being more than just a woman, has been
more than a woman.
It has been so liberating to fully embrace like who I am and who I'm becoming.
Yeah.
Because like who knows what life will be like 5-10 years from now.
Yeah.
I might embrace different things than I am right now, but like I'm enough as I am right now.
Period. Exclamation point.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm happy that you followed your joy to ultimately finding, that identity or that title that works for you. But you said it all started when you started to understand your sexuality more.
Yeah. So with existing on a number of spectrums, with sexuality, with gender, with neurodivergence, I am.
We're gonna talk about it.
I'm wow.
What are you saying? I'm wow.
Because like it all comes down to like I am embracing that it's okay to like be confused or be like not set in stone about things, because like it doesn't need to be. Like, who is it harming for me to just be as I am in whatever given moment that is?
Absolutely no one. And that's why we have our words, people. If you are unsure how to address somebody, the best thing to do would be to ask them. Okay? Open up your mouth, or if you're texting, send that text. How can I address you? Boom. It's not awkward. It's not difficult. How many words was that? How should I address you?
It could even be simpler than that. What are your pronouns? Then you know you're not going into it like incorrectly or like with assumptions. It's neutral too. Like I don't understand how much vitriol this question and then this concept has like made people. It's grammar. What do you mean you don't believe in it? You were taught it as young as like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And like it's one thing if like it's an honest thing, like, oh, sorry. Sure. And it's just like, okay, just correct yourself and keep it pushing. Don't make it like a big thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not a big thing. It's just like, all right.
Yeah.
Correct yourself, move on. At least then I know it's genuine. If like you make a big show of it, or if you make it about yourself,
that's the one.
Then it's just like, then you don't actually really care about like addressing this person as they are. Yeah. You just want to put your beliefs on this person.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to ask.
So when did you, all right, so you have come into yourself, what age would you say that you came into this understanding that it's ever changing and that you're going to be fluid?
I want to say I fully came into it like as I was returning back into the poetry scene. So,
okay. 2019?
No, so 2023, because the pandemic did happen.
Oh, that's right. 2019 was when you
first came in. Yeah. Okay. 2023 saw me come back to the scene, and I started with wanting to go by a different name than what people were already knowing me as. So originally, like the nickname I went by, Maggie. It feels so weird now saying it.
Yeah, right? I'm like, what?
Right.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna sign up for open mics as Magnus and see how I feel about other people calling me that.
Okay.
And it worked out well, obviously, because like, hi, I'm Magnus.
To this day.
To this day.
2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I started hosting in April of that year, I was then able to create the sign-up sheets, and then I would start adding a pronouns column.
Nice.
So when people were, signing up for the open mic, they can choose to place their pronouns so that they're addressed correctly. And whenever I wasn't hosting, I would sign up and be like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Now we're going to throw in, it started with she, they.
Okay. But you led with she. Okay.
At the time. Because I was still, testing
your
things.
toe. Yeah.
And it got to a point where I was answering more to like they, them pronouns than I was to like she, her pronouns. Because I was surrounding myself with people who tend to default to they, them in the first place.
Okay.
Which was wonderful. It felt very like easy to get into that transition.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, cool. We're going to flip and it's going to be they, she.
Okay.
So people know I have more of a preference for they.
Right.
And then one day I was, playing around with the mask energy that exists in the body.
This boy.
And I was just like, okay, there have been a couple times that I remember being like, yo, I'm having a boy day. Like, just refer to me with like he, him. And I was like, I didn't realize I repressed playing around with gender at different times of my life.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, we're going to try that again. We're going to introduce he, him pronouns, see how people play around with that. And, the people closest to me definitely like balance the pronouns. People I'm just meeting, it's, it's okay to just refer to me with they, them. Sometimes it's a lot to take on the idea of learning multiple pronouns. It's worth learning.
To me, it's like the opposite. Like if you're telling somebody all of them work, or more than one work, I don't have to memorize as much. But I guess to some people,
I will say, like,
it doesn't compute. I don't know.
The experience I've at least had is with still keeping she, her pronouns. People who don't really want to validate my gender nonconformity will just default to she, her. They don't want to dismantle the idea that what they see does not necessarily match what I am.
And that's the problem. Yeah, because there clearly is or at that point, there was a preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there still kind of is. I feel not weird, but starting to feel like disconnected from like she, her pronouns. Like I'll still respond here and there, but it's still like out of the three, it's definitely the bottom.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that play a part in your artistry at all?
I have been like slowly dipping my toes into like writing about like gender expression, what it feels like to have at least my specific experience in this gender fluidity, because it's spectrum. It's different across the board.
You should do a children's book.
Maybe.
I could see that. I think these ideas need to be more explored, or children need to be more exposed to them.
Yeah.
So it's not something kind of out of the blue, something that they watch on Degrassi one day and they've never heard about it before.
Don't get me started on Degrassi. I'm on my third rewatch.
Nothing wrong with that. I love me some Degrassi. Yes. This is my character. Craig. The one that dated Craig. Ashley, I want to say.
Okay. Ashley also was dating Jimmy.
Yeah. Did she have black hair? Like short black hair?
Yeah, at one point.
I don't know why, but for some reason, she's the one that popped up first in my mind. I liked Spinner. I loved Spinner. So, yeah. That's my hybrid character for Degrassi. Asper. Boom.
I have a combination of, I would say, Emma for the strong sense of
Emma's so
justice.
dope, yeah.
She's like the first character you meet in the show. She's the daughter of what was her name?
Of the
Snake? No.
Yeah, that's it.
Spike. Spike is
Spike?
the mom. Snake is the person
principal,
that
right?
yes.
Okay.
We're going on a tangent.
This is your third year listening. We should have these rapid fire.
Yes. All right. Sorry. We tangent very well.
If you're enjoying this conversation, consider supporting Valley Voices. Your contributions help us continue sharing the stories of artists and creators in the Lehigh Valley. To donate, you can use our Cash App at $Valley Voices. Every contribution, big or small, keeps this platform thriving. Thank you for supporting the culture. And now,
best high school episode. High school. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So
oh my god.
I know that like this may sound controversial, but it shouldn't. I am a proud canary. I am a.
Is this controversial?
I don't know. Some people are like,
who are the rivals of the Canaries?
The
Eagles?
No.
No. You gotta educate me. I have no idea.
So the Canaries is the mascot for William Allen High School.
Okay.
The Huskies are the rival high school at Deerhoof.
Beef.
It's really not like full beef. It's just that they're the only two public high schools that exist in Allentown.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which means large schools.
The only two?
Yes. Very large schools, very large classes. Okay. So I'm painting the picture here for like at least how it was for me. I haven't been in school in 10 years. I graduated in 2015. Okay. I really like approached school on a basis of like I need good grades, but I also want to enjoy what I'm doing in school. So that I have like some reprieve from the everything else that was happening in my life.
Okay. Thank you for that foundation.
Yes.
Your intentions.
The subjects I found myself gravitating towards the most, math.
What?
I loved math. Loved math. Except for geometry. Don't know why. Okay. I also loved science, specifically chemistry. Okay. I really, really dug into my electives. So like choir, theater, psychology. These were like really fun for me to explore because it like binged interest in my brain in different parts. Yeah. Choir started off my day. Theater often like either ended my day or would be like right after lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like you have fond memories right now.
Have fond memories. For the most part. Because of course, you know, I was a teenager.
Yeah,
going
fun.
through puberty. Hooray. Yes. I had AP classes. So like the workload was a lot, especially like as I was progressing through the grades. Yeah, senior year.
Senior year, I thought it was supposed to be you take a back seat and kind of cruise.
Not if you have 6 AP classes on your schedule.
Oh my gosh. Are you a lifelong learner though?
So I love learning. I did not like the structure eventually because it was just like too much pressure. I didn't understand the concept of burnout. I was also going through a lot at home. So it just felt like relentless. But also with being a teenager, like time moves a little bit slower too. So like it really felt relentless.
Yeah, because it's like I'm working how long and still this much is left. How did you get through? Was it your poetry that helped?
Oh my god, yeah. So I really
Where did you even find the time? In the stairwell, in the car.
So I was writing almost all the time. Any like pocket of time that I had, I was writing, and if I wasn't writing, I was reading. A lot of escapism now that I like hindsight look back. But like it helped me like survive.
That's
Now
fine.
I'm approaching writing and reading in a much healthier manner than when I was, surviving.
Yeah, you said earlier, when I asked how environment contributes to what actually comes out.
Yeah.
Do you ever look back at things you've written? Oh, I know the story. I'm so
wish-
sorry I brought that up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Shit.
But for the folks who don't know, I wish I could look back on the work that I wrote through like my adolescence and my early adulthood. But alas, all of
People
that
are
got
assholes.
yes. All of that got trashed in a cleaning sweep that was not run by me like at all. But it is what it is.
Oh, Agnes.
It is what it is. I have written so much more since then. It's not stopped me from writing. It just made me adjust how I approach writing. It's no longer paper and pen. Or at least I'm trying to ease back in. I'm trying. Yeah. But I have definitely grown a reliance on like typing stuff. I'm the one reading from my phone at open mics. Sometimes I'll memorize it. Don't expect me to.
The attitude. I think I've seen you without a phone. I think I have.
Yes.
Did you bring your book?
No, I was rushing. My bad.
It's all right. Do you have anything memorized?
From my book? No.
No, just anything.
Oh, I'm not trying to scream in here.
Well, no. It's not soundproof, so this would be...
Let me see if I have Due for Impact. No, I think I'd have to take a gander at it first.
Okay. I don't know why I'm singing Les Miserables in my head. I've had a dream. Yeah, I don't know why that just came up.
I'm just gonna take a quick little
your background
gander.
matches your outfit.
Yeah. We're gonna... Due for Impact is one of my shorter poems. I'm trying to see if it'll get published anywhere. I love this piece so much.
Due as in D-U-E or D-O-E? Due for Impact.
Due is D-U-E. You're thinking dough.
What did I say?
You said do and then dough.
Oh, I said D-O-E?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Due for Impact.
Okay.
You don't get to pull the pen and control the trajectory of the shrapnel. You don't get to stop each shard from ricocheting through the hearts of those in the blast zone. You don't get to be blind to the havoc you'll leave behind, to the wounded you're surprised to find, to the death certificate no one else agreed to sign. You don't get to be a grenade and tell us we'll be better for the battle scars we're left to carry back home.
Fire. Thank you. Due for Impact? Damn. Yeah. Publish this person. Publish this person. God damn.
Well, I have been published across many different literary magazines and poetry anthologies. And
in a short period of time, like you have accomplished so much.
Yeah, I'm also like trying to dive into submitting my poems more this year, just to like build my name up in the literary world.
You just have to submit, and then it's a waiting game, right? How long usually is it before they get back?
It depends on like who you submit to. Like a lot of the publishers available will be upfront about like what their reading period is, when they plan to send out emails. And this is where it's important to like follow up with like the places that you're submitting to, whether it's through like social media or through email, depending on like what they prefer.
Oh, okay. So you will follow up if it's been like like a month or so?
So usually what I'll do is I'll follow if they're available through Instagram and Facebook, just so that I can like see if they're posting a schedule before like hopping into their inbox about anything. Sometimes I find that best because like it saves everybody the time. Because like I don't want to clog up their inbox if it's unnecessary.
Pays to be considered. So yeah. And I also wanted to compliment your reading voice. I mean, I know I already complimented or I commented on your voice earlier. Like
you said I was a voice actor.
For sure. I can see that. I can hear that. But yeah, like your performing voice is just, it takes people in. It takes me in, and I'm automatically interested in what you have to say. Magnus for president.
No. I do not consent.
Pretend president. But for real, like you have a great commanding tone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it something that you always had, or did you kind of like take bits and pieces from people you admired?
I think it's a mix of things because like
it's something that you can't fake.
Yeah. I think part of it comes from a bit of like mimicry, just because like the way I learned how to speak is from like observing other people. And you know, I'm on the autism spectrum, baby. And with that, I tend to like kind of like absorb a mosaic of like behaviors and like how to present. But even outside of that, I will just kind of speak as like I feel called to. So like when I'm writing a piece, I try to perform it with the same kind of like emotion that I went into it when writing the piece. I'll adjust accordingly if like I see that certain things respond better via performance, or if I made an edit to the poem itself.
All right. So does your tone change depending on like the topic of the poem or the intensity of the... Okay.
Yes. Anytime I'm diving into a like peppier, more positive view of things in poetry, I do find that to be a bit more of a challenge for me to channel cheery, peppy, I can do this, because most of my poetry is depressing, traumatizing, but also like on the pulse about like what is happening either in the time that I wrote it or like in current times.
Yeah.
I try to always present what I am reading, no matter what, with authenticity, because the audience is gonna know if what you're presenting is bullshit.
They're gonna know. They're gonna know.
And I think that's really what helps like lend this reputation that I've built for myself, because like I try to come as authentically as I am in every aspect. I don't have the energy to like do anything else.
Yeah. No one can get close to you if you have that, if you have a wall up, or if you're over here playing charades. So
right. That's a big thing that I like try to remind myself in like the mindset of like hosting or organizing, is that you have to have a love for what you're doing, for your audience, for what you're curating. If you find yourself losing that love, it's best for you to take care of yourself. Take a step back. Like, don't try to like push through because you feel like you have to, because I feel like that then like spirals into something out of
chaos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for reading that for us. Performing that for us is such a treat. And I don't know, I think you might have mentioned it already. Did you already mention your chapbook?
I can go into more detail about it. We like touched it.
Okay. That was not from the chapbook.
No.
But Magnus has one called She's Jealous of My Purple Sky.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you because, on Amazon, find it on Amazon right now.
Yes.
I read that you described this book as a love letter.
Yes.
A love letter to the ghost of my devil's advocate. Can you break that? Because that right there is a movie, that's a feature film, that's a poem, that's a nonfiction, that's a fiction book, that's everything. What inspired you to describe it that way?
Okay, so the person I wrote this about, her name is Tony.
Tommy?
Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Maybe that shows I'm hungry. Tommy? Tacos?
No, but Tony and I had a great tumultuous friendship relationship dynamic across, like, honestly, when you look at it, like, less than a year. I'm a Scorpio. Let's remind you that. Anyway, so dialing it back. So Tony and I started off as friends. We wanted to explore, like, the crushes that we had on each other, and, like, yada yada yada. You could read the book to find out all the lovey-dovey.
On Amazon now.
And then it eventually, like, ends because, like, I want to commit to something more serious. She did not.
Jesus.
And that's okay. I'm not owed anything. It is what it is. I came to terms.
And that's the risk with exploring things with friends.
Yes. We had our own lives for a bit because, again, the pandemic happened. She ended up moving back to New Jersey. I have since, like, moved on, and then, you know, like, we rekindle our friendship in, like, end of 2021. It was, like, around New Year's time.
Okay. So some time, had passed.
Yeah, some time had passed, and, like, we agreed to just, like, keep it friendly. Because, like,
I'm sensing a butt.
No, there was no. Well, there's a butt, but not the butt you'll expect. So we rekindle our friendship. Things are going good, and then I find out she dies.
Find out?
Yeah. So I was scrolling through Facebook after confirming that I got AJR tickets. So I, like, texted her about it. I was like, I'm going to Philly. I'm going to see AJR. And then I'm, like, scrolling through Facebook, and then one of our mutuals is like, rest in peace, Tony. And I'm like, no. No, what do you mean? No.
Wow.
So I reach out, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
wow.
And he's like, yeah. I found out from her sister, and I was like, oh.
She hadn't been sick.
To my knowledge, but also, like, sick is a relative term. Like, we may not know, I don't know the full circumstances that were at play of her passing, but I do know some of the struggles that she was going through leading up to. It was a lot of mental stuff. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I can only draw my conclusions because I can't bring myself to, like, ask her family because that's not my place. They don't need that. I went to her funeral. That was a lot. And I was just dealing with a lot of grief, and I didn't know what to do with it. And so I was like, what I do with everything, I'm going to write about it. And I already had this collection of poetry about her when we were, like, in all of it. And so with having these new poems come out of, like, dealing with her passing and dealing with the grief that comes after, I was like, okay, well, I already wanted to have this as a little chapbook, like my first chapbook to ever be out. I already had the title picked out, and it just feels more fitting with her passing. I approach it in a before and after format. So, like, the before is while she's alive, the after is after her death. I can only hope that if she were alive to read these poems, that she'd gas me the fuck up because
sure.
she loved my poetry.
Yeah.
And then also just like understand that like no matter how we were in each other's lives, I had a lot of love for her. So the love letter part's explained, ghost part's explained.
Yeah. Where did the purple sky come from?
So that was really fun. When she would hang out at my house, sometimes she'd arrive like after a shift, late fall, winter.
Okay.
And so sunset happens sooner.
Uh-huh.
And she would look up and she's like, wow, your skies are so purple and pretty. I'm jealous. And I'm like, yeah, that's right.
So it's literal.
It's literal. But also more than.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaking story. Thank you for turning it into art for us, because we all do experience grief.
Yeah.
And it's something that sticks with you. And so we do need that to be a part of the healing process, because it helps to relate to people.
Oh, yeah.
We got to do some sessions where you read some portions of the book another day.
I can definitely be down for that.
When did, if you don't mind me asking, when did she pass? Were you in high school? Was this after?
So this was, she passed on May 4th, 2022. So like during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like I said, we were already like leading different lives. At this point, I have been living with my current partner for like 2 years at that point, or almost 2 years. And she was living in New Jersey. Quite honestly, like if it were not for the love and patience that I have from my partner and like the support system I had at the time, it was dark.
You said it was like just sudden, or some tissue.
I'm alright. I can blink these tears away. I know how to do this. But yeah, it's available on Amazon, published by Alien Buddha Press. I can guarantee that you can spend less than $12 to get a copy of She's Jealous of My Purple Sky. And, you know, keep an eye out on my future projects. This is not going to be my only book.
Period. Yeah, you got one in the works, right?
Yes, I do. So it's going to be my first full-length manuscript. So it's like, honestly, at this point, it's like well over 80 pages of poetry. Yes. It is called Gut Punch Trauma Dump. I have been writing this on and off since like 2019 when I first got back into like writing like regularly. So you're going to see like different viewpoints across the years of me writing these poems. But most of it's like narrative poetry. It's coming from my real life experiences. It goes over many heavy topics, which I'm going to make sure that I address the content warnings as they are. But the title alone should be a big one for you, Gut Punch Trauma Dump. I go over my childhood experiences, which does come with a lot of trauma, just identity issues, things of that sort. I also explore relationship trauma, and I...
Romantic or otherwise?
Romantic, just like socializing in a general sense. I do touch on like the neurodivergent experience of being autistic, of also having like PTSD, and having some probably other undiagnosed stuff. And I try to touch on those topics ingredient with like the experiences I've gone through, but I'm not gonna like make it so that everybody's like, wow, this is a lot. Do you ever see a happy ending? Yes, I do. So I do try to also incorporate towards like the conclusion, the culmination of like the growth that I've gone through, the healing that I've gone through, and like what's in store.
I'm stoked. When did you start writing your first book? I know it's like a collection of poetry, so I don't know how far we can go back, but
so if we're referring to the chapbook,
yeah,
that also was started in 2019.
Okay.
More so like 2020, but like, yeah, my writing for like books started from just me writing poetry all the time. And I started finding themes within my writing. And so I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm going to throw this into a folder on Google Docs. And then I come back to it. I give it like a working title. Fun fact, Gut Punch Trauma Dump was not the first title that I came up with.
Okay, you remember the first one?
Yes, I do. Originally, the title was going to be High Functioning, Low Expectations.
Like, that's so funny.
Yes. So I do have a poem already with that title in the collection. So I decided to switch it up because I was just like, this is more than just about my neurodivergent experience. It's going over a multitude of aspects that I've gone through in my life. And yeah, this is a lot in store. It's a lot of my effort, all of my like fears and like my trauma. I'm like trusting this collection in the hands of others in the hopes that it opens up conversations for anybody who might relate.
You being the great connector again. When you think about a person with pure intentions and you think about a person who is born to create, that's you. That's you. And that's why people respond to you the way that they do. They see that.
Thank you.
Thank you for being you. Oh my gosh. I'm Mr. Rogers. I love Mr. Rogers though.
Yes, he's taught the world many a great lesson, and we should emulate like idols like Mr. Rogers. Yes. Behave better.
Do it. Do it now. Start now. So you graduate from high school.
Yes.
And what's that like? Like your first year outside of school?
So I had gone through a really deep depression after graduating high school. Honestly, it was happening during my senior year.
Okay.
And it just carried
the
over.
Entire senior year?
Not, I don't know. That's questionable.
Okay.
But the depression really led to me like having to cope with having low self-esteem, and that led me to not great choices in like the people I spent my time with and what I was doing with my time. I really didn't get into finding a purpose until I got into grassroots organizing for the first time.
Oh my gosh. So that gave you a renewed sense of purpose.
Oh yeah, because I was just like, okay, this is about something I care about. This allows me to connect with like my Lehigh Valley neighbors. This allows me to build up a skill set that I didn't already have. And that then led me to getting my first job. And then, you know, work history, all that jazz that develops different things in the skill set area. It also develops like other ways that you can connect with people. I have always been described as a team player. I love people. I love people. I started as like a call center agent, and I was on the phone all the time.
Just chatting it up.
Just chatting up. And some people are like, how do you have it in you to talk so much and not be like nonverbal once you're home? And I'm like, this is the power of my autism. I am hyperverbal.
Why
always.
Did you turn into a villain now? You do not know my power.
Not villain. I want you to know that right now.
Never.
I'm
that
just
face. No. That's what happens, though. It's deceiving. No.
Hey, I just like making funny voices.
What is it? Miss Congeniality said, what did they say? World peace? What was it? Something in world peace.
You're losing me. I did not watch this film.
What? You never?
There's so many films I haven't watched. That
Miss
could be a segment all of
Congeniality?
itself.
I need you to put that on the list.
Okay.
You have a spare hour and a half. Go make some popcorn. Get your preferred drink and
then I'll understand the reference.
take that. I mean, that is cultural. That's pop culture right there. That's a piece of Sandra Bullock did her thing on that one.
There's a lot of pop culture films I haven't watched.
We gotta get you. We gotta get a reaction video of you watching Miss Congeniality for the first time. It's so good. So, yeah, you said you got a renewed sense of purpose when you started organizing for the first time.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, because I know for me, when I have gone through depressive periods, I'm isolating. I'm not seeing anybody.
Yes.
So, and especially for me, that's kind of normal anyway, whether I'm depressed or not, because I'm a homebody, yes, but I'm also an introvert, not ambivert, but really, I'm recharged when I'm alone.
Yeah, so I am your introverted friend's extroverted friend.
So you're friends with everybody. That's what I mean.
With
pause
standards. Standards. I'm not. I know I like to talk to everybody. I'm not friends with everybody. Know the difference.
You said I'm a Scorpio, not a Libra. I heard that loud and clear. Loud and clear. It's Libra season. Let's just point it out. Libras.
I know.
It's just everybody. Everybody. Oh, I know you. I know everybody. All of you, and we're all cool. At the expense of my peace, but we're all cool. But nah, Scorpio. Not my peace. No boundaries. Strong
I had to
boundaries.
learn them, and so I'm gonna practice them.
Believe it. You started organizing, getting more out in the community, right? You're not cooped up in the house anymore, or whatever. Yeah. And that's when you realized that was that your first time organizing?
Yes. So
it's hard to believe for me that you weren't doing this in high school, like weren't a president of something or some type of, team.
I probably would have if my mom let me do stuff after school.
Oh, shout outs. Shots taken. Oh, shots fired. But yeah, that's what happened. You didn't get to explore that until then.
Yeah.
And that really showed you your purpose.
Oh yeah. Wow. I was just like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna phone bank for a bit. And then it turned into me becoming the lead volunteer organizer for the grassroots team. We were going around getting petitions, business endorsements, just getting people to commit to voting for pro-choice candidates during the 2018 midterm elections.
Okay.
Midterm elections are important. It's coming up in 2026. Do not fail. Do your research. 2026 is a make or break year. I mean it.
I think I'm gonna just turn the volume up on that even more, shaking the camera effect, because it is super important.
Midterm elections are important. It's coming up in 2026. Do not fail. Do your research. 2026 is a make or break year. I mean it. Other important things that are coming up are judicial elections. That's actually happening this year. And you want to know how I know that? Because I'm working with Lehigh Valley Stands Up.
Lehigh Valley Stands Up. Follow them. They're on Instagram. They're so active.
Yes. Yeah. They are doing the work to commit to grassroots organizing, getting people to be educated and informed about what's happening in our community and beyond.
Yeah. I met them at the where were we? You were hosting.
Yes. This was an iteration of Troublemakers Cafe. We were doing a spoken word portion at Nowhere for a brief time.
Nowhere, yeah. They had their table set up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful experience to be able to be involved in this project. That's what made me step in the door of working with Lehigh Valley Stands Up in the first place. And now I'm involved with the communications team, the political movement team, and of course, Troublemakers Cafe. We are still having events. We're just focusing more on workshops that allow you to tap into political organizing and activism.
That goes hand in hand. I'm so happy for you, that you're progressing in this such an organic way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing that can replace community.
That's how I feel. Yeah, community has really come through for me, and I just want to continuously give back. It's a cycle worth feeding into if you are
That's
going
a slogan right there. I think that's a slogan right there. Cycle worth feeding
into.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that's, of course, if you're going into it with the intention of being community forward.
It's give and take.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Mm-hmm. You started working with them when?
So this started in June of this year, when I first hosted for Troublemakers Cafe. I originally was on for an MC gig, which wonderful. It was great meeting other new poets that understand that spoken word started as a movement of resistance and we need to return back to those roots. Art, spoken word, just spreading the word by word of mouth is so crucial in a time where information is trying to be gate kept and trying to control the narrative of what's happening in the world. Use your critical thinking skills, y'all.
There's a story there. What happened? What are you thinking about?
Everything. Just everything really does go hand in hand. The art scene right now is having to navigate a world of heavy censorship from our government on so many different levels. If we don't care about the politics that are happening around us, we're just acquiescing to more of what we're dealing with now. And not for nothing, I'm tired of living in a fascist regime.
It can be overwhelming to figure out how to act, or how to respond. But
the way I see it is, do it scared. Everyone is overwhelmed right now. Everyone is scared right now. But we can't just cower and act like this bombardment of negativity is normal. Be angry, feel that anger, take that anger and turn it into action. Because we have the power in numbers at the end of the day. And they know that. And they is the regime. They know that they're crumbling. All we have to do is band together and actually fight for equality, equity, human rights.
You never know who's just down the street from you, who's in the next city or town over, who's at the next open mic. So I don't know, push yourself to talk to people, even if you're more comfortable just observing. You never know.
There's a role for everybody. You don't have to be on the front lines. And if you want to figure out how you can use what you've got to fit into the role of this, reach out to Lehigh Valley Stands Up.
Yes. I want to get them on the podcast, or maybe we could do that in 2026. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Go back to your first year outside high school. You say you became depressed, and then you started organizing with, what group was that?
So that group was Fight for Her, which is a subgroup from Population Connection. Fight for Her stood for human empowerment and rights. We were having a focus on having folks commit to voting for pro-choice candidates, and just reminding folks that like abortion is healthcare, and what someone does with their family planning is literally no one else's business but the people involved in the family planning. And that felt so empowering to like see the direct result of like me and my other peers like hitting the ground, connecting with our community, and like coming out with the results of pro-choice candidates being in Congress. And that like gave me such a strong sense of purpose. I think that's part of what radicalized me, if you ask. And it really just stoked a love for like being involved with like political aspects. And then I started working, and that I had to focus on working because, you know, bills, all that jazz. But I've always had that love for politics, mainly because like everything is political. Like I'd love to go back to when like politics felt like a boring subject to talk about instead of like being bombarded
Something
by
in the
it.
background.
Yeah. Well, yes and no, because like with it being
Still
in the
have to vote,
background.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying this conversation, consider supporting Valley Voices. Your contributions help us continue sharing the stories of artists and creators in the Lehigh Valley. To donate, you can use our Cash App at $Valley Voices. Every contribution, big or small, keeps this platform thriving. Thank you for supporting the culture. And now, back to our episode.
Was initially part of it, I want to say March of 2018. And then I want to say I wrapped up in November of 2018, because that's when I started working full time. So I wasn't able to dedicate more to the movement. But like I had stated prior, we were able to see the results of our grassroots organizing in the result of pro-choice candidates being in Congress representing Pennsylvania.
Good stuff. Yes. Yeah. Gains. Are you being creative still during that time, or was your sole focus with Fight for Her?
So I got to explore some creativity in my endeavors. I got to explore how to write letters to the editor to our like local newspapers. I also created visuals for the health and empowerment summit that we had at Bradbury Sullivan LGBT Center in Allentown.
Shout outs.
Yes.
Great place.
It was really cool, like getting to touch on these different skill sets that I could then take into my work history or anything beyond that.
Yeah.
So I think it's just wonderful having this full circle moment of coming back to grassroots organizing through Lehigh Valley Santa.
Oh yeah. That portion of your life is devoted to Fight for Her, and you're coming out of, all right, what do I do now outside of college? I mean, outside of high school, and you start working. What's that like? Is it a hard transition?
Yeah. So it's not easy getting into the workforce later than your peers. I didn't start working until like just before I turned 21. So there were certain like work etiquette things that I just didn't have that knowledge of. I'm also autistic, let's remind the folks. Social cues and I, we're not always on the same page. Eye to
eye, yeah.
But I liked being able to build more of my people skills either through like connecting with clients or connecting with my teammates and peers. Aside from that, it's I like working until I don't, if that makes sense.
Especially when your work is related to communicating, being constantly communicating with people.
Yeah. I wasn't recognizing burnout as soon as I should have. And I like rolled with the punches, so to speak. But nowadays, I just really dive into like volunteer work. I am applying for jobs, don't get me wrong. I need a stable income. But I am pretty happy with the work that I'm doing now, being more enmeshed with my community on a more direct path.
In person too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like when you're experiencing burnout or your body giving you signs, do you feel like it's more mental that you get the signal, or is it physical first?
It's both. Sometimes the physical symptoms manifest before the mental connection occurs. Sometimes it's like I will be in a brain fog for like days, sometimes weeks before like the rest of my body catches up. It's kind of hard to balance though, because like I am also disabled, so like I deal with chronic pain. So it's hard to tell like, oh, is this pain just because my body is the way that it is, or am I burning out?
How do you differentiate that?
I'm still trying to discover it. Lately though, I've been like tying what I've been feeling to what I've been doing. So like I spent a lot more time creating this recent newsletter for the Lehigh Valley poetry scene.
Which you do monthly, right?
Yes, I do.
Shout outs, Canva. Do you use Canva?
Yes, I use Canva Pro to create these newsletters.
I love Canva.
With October, there's a lot to do throughout the Lehigh Valley with just a focus on poetry alone, let alone like everything else that's creative arts. And so I spent a lot more time on it this time around than I normally do.
Okay.
I did sacrifice a standard sleep schedule. And it showed, because like once I finally finished the newsletter, I was like, cool, I'm gonna go to Noble Quills. And then I developed a migraine. Oh, because of all that time of being in front of the computer and like not sleeping properly, going to sleep at like anywhere between like 3-4 a.m. Like that's not. There's something to do almost every day this month, even as we speak. When we like first met up for the day, there's the community arts fair happening in Easton over at Lafayette College that's highlighting like different arts. Noble Quills is being represented by my lovely colleague and host, Andrea Freeman. Okay. I'm so grateful that she was available to table. Yeah. Because I was like, I'd do it. Right. But I got a prior commitment.
Thank you for being here. Of course. Did it happen like when you were there or like on the way?
I think the headache developed before I went to Noble Quills, and then like it started developing into a full blown migraine during the event, which was, oh my gosh, it was okay. Like we had a workshop day, which tends to be a little more lax in energy. We had the seats set up in like a little circle, so like there was no pressure to have to use the stage if you didn't want to. I like dimmed the lights to set the mood. The workshop went over Memento Mori, which is Latin for "Remember, we must die."
Jeez, dun dun dun.
It's Halloween season, spoopy, hooray! Yeah. And it was actually a really fun workshop. Sean Harrison, a newer member to the Noble Quills team, had facilitated the workshop. He wrote out these prompts that we can use as symbols as like inspiration, and he drew the illustrations himself. Everyone was able to pick like 2 or 3 prompts to work with, and the poem I came up with was definitely different from like what I normally write.
Okay. Are you saying that it was positive? Because that's what I'm hearing.
No, it was more like it took like a spooky turn, which I don't normally write about. I'm not a spooky person.
What direction did you go? Supernatural?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's like my take on what it's like to approach the afterlife.
Oh, the moment of approaching it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, are you gonna lead into the moment with like knowing that this is what you're choosing?
So you do believe in an afterlife?
Oh yeah. Do I know what the afterlife looks like? Absolutely not.
I
I
believe
just
in ice cream land myself. I'm going to soft serve heaven where there's no there's no hard surface, just completely in ice cream engulfed.
I just want to be surrounded by all the past animals. Give me
Mm,
all the pets of
yeah.
the puppies and kittens and all that jazz.
Aww,
I love.
that's lovely.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we should merge those. Yeah.
Puppies and ice cream, yay!
Yeah, I mean, that is heaven. That is heaven. So you do that. I'm sorry, I forget what we were talking about that we even started talking about Noble Quills and the migraine. It was a particular night, right?
So this happened yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. Or no,
So
what
is that
day?
why you
Not yesterday.
didn't sleep?
Not yesterday. It happened on Thursday. Today's Saturday.
Oh, it is Saturday, and it is October. I can't fucking
I
believe it.
need more sleep.
Can you believe it's October?
Yes, but also wild how fast time is going because, like, I swear January happened yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I said I need a vacation. I'm ready for the vacation. Where would you vacate? Vacate? Is that a word?
I'm gonna vacate the United States.
There, I'm with you on that one.
No. So where I would vacation, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I should.
Where'd you go?
I
Take me away.
just want to explore the cities of the world.
The cities, a tour. So you're sounding like a cruise.
I don't know
Multiple
yet.
destinations.
We've got to find out how I react on a boat.
Have you ever been on a cruise?
No, I've never been on a cruise.
Me either. I'm kind of scared of it.
I've never really thought about going on a cruise. I'm very big on just like, oh yeah, Philly's right there, New York's right there. Who needs anything else?
If you ever go, you should vlog your first trip.
I want to travel outside of the East Coast. I've never done that yet.
Okay.
There's a few places that come to mind, especially like because I like exploring the creative scenes of everywhere I go. There's a scene in Ohio. There's a scene in Kansas. I know this is coming back to the East Coast, but New Hampshire and Massachusetts have a lot going on as well.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to know it all except Texas. Fuck you. Utah, you're on that list too.
This happened last week.
Literally 2 days before today, I had the migraine from like 4 days of not sleeping properly and staring at a computer screen. So, take care of yourself. Please know your needs. Don't abandon them, even if you feel like the urgency. Don't do what I did. I have to plan
Don't
better.
be me.
Time management and I we're on speaking terms, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm gonna learn to take care of myself better. I promise.
We're gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, and coming out of because I don't want to not talk about Ice House Committee too. Your involvement started in 2023.
So I was approached about the project of starting a poetry event series at the Ice House end of 2023. It started as the Ice House Literary Arts Committee. January of 2024, or actually February of 2024, because that's when the first event happened.
Okay.
And it happened on a nearly every other month basis. This year, we're every other month. And
Okay.
this opportunity allows me to partner with Lehigh Valley businesses and organizations to come up with a workshop event to present to our community. I always try to
Awesome.
make sure that whatever theme we're following has an underlying theme of mental health. Matters a lot to me.
Can you give us an example of one?
Yeah. So, for example, when I first kicked off the project, I partnered with Hina with Off the Top LLC. It's a hair salon, and we
I love a
focused.
clever name.
We had ended up focusing on hair care and like what it actually means, because it's deeper than just like your curls and stuff. It's like addressing whatever hair trauma a person may have and like how they maneuver around that to get the results that they're looking for.
Yeah. I remember this was a while ago. I was so mad though. I still am mad when I talk about it. This guy cut my hair too short. I was so young too. I don't think I was even a teenager yet.
Yeah.
And I had always liked my length. I liked how long it was. So it was like past my shoulders. And he claimed to be giving me a trim. I'm sure this has happened to a few other people. Claimed to be giving me a trim. I looked up and I'm young and it was my grandma who brought me there. So I didn't want to like make a scene, but it was above my shoulders, way above my shoulders, like a bob. And I'm like, wait, when did this happen?
And you carry experiences like that with you. And that's what that first initial workshop like aimed to address. Like, what are different ways that we are holding on to trauma through our hair, and what are ways that we can release that trauma?
How?
Oh, well, Hina took over that conversation more than me, since she's the professional in the
You're
aspect.
right.
So if you are interested in learning more about that, Hina is trained to deal with folks that have higher support needs, and other like disabilities that may like keep somebody from getting their hair done. Like Hina takes
To give me their
care.
username,
Yeah. We'll circle back to that because I don't know it off the top of my head right
Okay.
now.
Later.
But yeah, she goes to every limit that she can to present a comfortable experience that you'd want to come back to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Definitely want to support that.
Yeah.
Where are they based?
She is based out of the Allure Salon in
Allure.
Trexler Town.
Okay.
Her and her wife just set up in the Off the Top salon. She will be able to like answer any questions that a person has, even deeper than like, okay, like what developer should I use? I really am a big fan of like what she brings to the table, not just in regards to like the craft, but also the care.
Yeah. A good consultation is like half the job. Let's have the job figuring out what do you want to do? How can I navigate this to make you more comfortable? That's great. Yeah. We love a good consultation with our hair specialist.
Yes.
Back to you though.
Yes.
Figuring out work-life balance. Like, what are some of the things that helped you?
I don't know if I'm the best person to give the advice. No. When I first came back into the poetry scene, it was because I was laid off from a work from home job that I had. And I was like, I don't want to slip into isolation. So I'm gonna go back to like something that brings me joy and passion. And I'm so glad I did. I did eventually like get back into working, and the way I balanced that was just like going to the events after work shifts, if I were able to swing it and like had transportation. And that's how I was able to like consistently attend Noble Quills, because it was like one of the only series that I was able to go to regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How often is Noble Quills?
Currently, it's 4 times a month.
Oh,
Our
okay.
schedule is the first
But
Wednesday.
you're not always hosting it.
No,
Yeah.
not anymore. I was never the sole host.
Okay.
Host.
Host?
I went to say the words, they match
Yeah.
together. Um,
Well, when that happens.
so when I first started attending, it was run by a New Jersey poet named Mike Hoff. And he had a rotating host on board, Florence Suzanne Reppert. And when I joined the rotation, I was just, a rotating host. The end of 2023, I want to say, is when Mike Hoff like handed the reins over.
Okay.
And so from there, I was more involved in the event organizing, like booking the talents, creating the visuals to like promote on Instagram.
Was there any training involved, or were you already doing some of that? So it was a natural.
So it started as like slowly taking on the tasks as I progressed.
Yeah.
No training though. I kind of
Mhm.
just like looked at the process and kind of replicated it as best
And
as
you
I
have an
could.
eye. Let's be real here. You're talented, multi-talented.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's been really fun, like making the flyers, just like coming up with different visuals. Like if the event has certain features that like lend to different
Mm.
themes, I'll like dig into
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Or like if it lands on a certain day.
So you always have to, do you always get a chance to visit before you step foot into the venue?
So it depends on what the situation is. Most of the time, where I've been organizing our places I've already visited.
Okay.
Um, Noble Quills has originally been at Barnes and Noble in Easton, and then we moved over to Book and Puppet, which is in downtown Easton.
Okay.
And we host Noble Quills there almost all the time. I think maybe I had 1 or 2 pop-up events at different locations.
Okay.
Um,
But that's fun that you would match like different features with like a theme.
oh
That's
yeah,
really all inclusive.
I try my best.
Yeah. So
I
you
can't do
let
it all though. I will say that. So
it takes a village
I've had
to run a a workshop, yeah.
yes.
Takes a village to run a workshop.
I have had my Noble Quills team help me with like booking talents. I also have my friend and colleague Jasper
Mm-hmm.
help me with the visuals.
Okay.
Because I can't always come up with the flyers.
Yeah.
My brain gets tapped out.
And you have a life to live also outside of
Yeah.
your duties. So, yeah. What do you do for fun though outside of when you're not taking up the warm rays of the computer?
I like taking in the warm rays of the sun. I really like going on walks.
Mm-hmm.
I like crocheting and
Okay.
getting back into
Fun.
it. I have gotten back into reading as a hobby, not as an escape. Um, that's been really nice. Some
Yeah.
other things I like to do for fun: spending time with friends and my like loved ones and my partners.
Yeah.
Um, Also pets.
Partners.
Yes, I am polyamorous.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So, in addition to my fiance, I also have a girlfriend. We have a long distance relationship going right now. She lives in the Harrisburg area.
Yeah. How long
Open
have you been
communication.
together?
So with my fiance, we've been together. So Monday will be our 5-year anniversary.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then with my long distance girlfriend. We've been together for a little over 7 months now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting serious. You said open communication. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Got it.
Also, like knowing your own boundaries and honoring that. Like,
Both people.
Like polyamory has really taught me how to honor what I'm going through, but then also like keep the collective in mind.
The big picture.
It's real easy to get lost.
It's not for the immature. That's for sure.
Oh my god, no! It's more than just threesomes.
We're in the year 2023, 2021. You were working and figuring that out. And
2023 sees me come back to the scene. 2024 sees me take over. No book overall.
when were you published? When was this book published?
So the book was published January 20th of 2024.
What was that journey like? When you have the book, you submit it to I don't know how many people. I mean, how many publishers, and then
I submitted the manuscript for She's Jealous of My Purple Sky to 3 publishers. Button Poetry, because they're my favorite.
Button Poetry, okay.
Bottle Cup Press and Alien Buddha Press.
Which one published, A, B, or C? Dun 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 dun. Boop. The answer is
Alien Buddha Press. The publisher got back to me like relatively quickly after I sent in my manuscript. Let me know how the process with this publisher was much quicker than I was anticipating. But with that, I think I would have made some changes with like more knowledge going into it, like making sure my manuscript was properly edited, making sure that the poems I had included gave the full fleshed out like story that I wanted to give. I would have also come up with cover art because wow, I did not even. I'm not a visual person, so I didn't even think to like come up with the visual art. So like I left that up to my publisher.
Okay.
I wish I just had somebody like
they didn't give you a few selections. They just chose one, and
I gave them the full send for it. But like in hindsight, I do wish that I like had a cover artist to like help me with that.
Okay. But it all happened pretty fast. You said how long we talking?
We were emailing for like about a month before like he let me know the timeline of when I'd receive like my physical copies.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had received it January 18th, same day as...
You remember the day?
Yes, because it was the same day as my friend and roommate Chris's birthday.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's a whole thing because like at the time of me like rejoicing that I have this like book, I'm also learning that my friend Chris has cancer. So balance.
Why is life? Why is life? What is that? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But having the books in hand really was just like, I did it. I'm published. I am published. Nice. I again tried not to have a big head about it because I was like, this is one poetry book. I'm not gonna like be the stereotypical like, now I'm published.
I mean, that would be me. Have you seen my book on Amazon?
I am really proud of how the collection came out. I just know that with the knowledge I have now, I can make that initial collection that much better.
For sure, yeah.
So there might be a second edition in the works.
Wow. Are you going to tease us? Okay.
Maybe.
Well, I'll keep an eye out because I was wondering, well, would there be a second edition? Are you going to continue the story? That would be awesome to see. So, Not this coming book, but
Yeah.
another one.
My energy right now can only be split so many ways.
Yeah. This is just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Do you compete?
Do I
in poetry?
No, I have not. Like, the most I've ever done is like I've submitted to a couple like poetry contests.
Mhm.
I did not win, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Because they had over
Jeez.
100 submissions.
My gosh. Is national?
Yeah, yeah. But no, I haven't like
Are you interested in that?
Maybe
Performance related. I'm talking about those competitions.
yeah, yeah. I think I would have to kind of set stuff up where I'm not needed as much in the organizing realm before I dive into that. Yeah. Well, there's travel, and then there's also the mental work of memorizing.
That's true.
Yeah,
but you would be doing that anyway.
I don't do that now. I don't
You
purposely memorize my stuff.
Okay.
I don't have.
I thought you were working on it.
No. I lied.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have the brain power to take on memorizing my poems on top of like memorizing dates and also memorizing names. My gosh. You meet so many people in this type of work, and I don't want to ever like dismiss anybody by like forgetting who they are.
I hear that. Yeah. I can see you on stage. I think I just want to see you on stage more. But
listen, it'll happen. It'll happen. If y'all want to book me more, do that.
Part.
The last feature that I had was for Music Fest.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
That was a great day.
Yeah, that was the second time we had Poetry Hour presented at Music Fest. Chana does an amazing job of hosting and just like fielding the right kind of talent to get like the feel of like what's going on with the Lehigh Valley.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who was involved because I was blown away. I was blown away.
I loved the location we had this year, being inside of the Franco Al
Hall.
It was a cinema. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. I'm blanking on the name. The cinema inside the Arts Quince building. That was really cool. The stage setup was really nice. Having air conditioning. Yes. Also, yes, I love a good spotlight. I love it.
You were shining on that stage. You went last, didn't you? Did you go last?
No. So I was second to last.
Okay.
I believe Lisbeth went last that night. Yeah, she wrapped us up.
Okay. You should all work together and do a poem.
Oh, like
a group poem. That would be so cool.
Really love the idea of collaborative poetry. I want to see more of it. I like briefly touched on it in a Noble Quills workshop where we encouraged collaborative poetry using Andrea's Halloween prompts from last year. And that actually turned out to churn enough responses for us to create the Poets Cauldron. This is an anthology of poetry that was written in response to Andrea Freeman's prompts.
An anthology?
Yeah.
So multiple people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got 16 featured poets, including the Poets Cauldron team, which includes myself as an editor, Andrea, who's the founder and editor-in-chief, and Bryn Moody, who is our illustrator. Okay. So the Poets Cauldron is coming together really nicely. We have a hopeful release date of this Halloween for people to be able to purchase the Poets Cauldron.
And where would they be able to go ahead and get that?
Right now, folks can grab the book through Lulu and other online booksellers. Feel free to follow the Instagram for more details on where we will be selling physically. We can be found at the.poets.cauldron on Instagram.
One more time.
The.poets.cauldron on Instagram.
Lovely. That's gonna look so cool. But are they all spooky? I'm curious.
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
the prompts start off as spooky, but like you can take it into whatever direction you want. For example, with the poems that I wrote up, one of them went more erotic
What?
than spooky.
Time out. What?
Yeah.
I don't see that as being far fetched though. As a Scorpio, that's your personality is spooky and erotic, right?
Honestly, it was really fun to write that poem, and I'm sure a lot of other people who got involved in the prompts had a lot of fun as well. If anyone ended up missing out last year, now's your chance to jump back in. We released more prompts for this month, so feel free again to check out the Instagram for more details.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Magnus, for dropping by.
Of course.
And letting us meet you. Compliment me and tell me how great a job.
You are doing such an incredible job with your podcast project, highlighting the Valley of the Voices. The voices of the voices
all
of
of
the valley.
it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It's all part of it. I'm just glad that I get to do this because I truly love it. Emotions and feelings, fun. Thank you.
Of course.
Peace, y'all. Have a good week.
Have a
Stay
great
sane.
time. Thank you for listening.